It's just somebody's fat boy swag. Swag. It's just somebody's fat boy swag. It's just somebody's fat boy swag. It's just somebody's fat boy swag. Swag. It's just somebody's fat boy swag. Swag. It's just somebody's fat boy swag.
Hey social media fans, it's your boy Eugene B. Welcome back to our growing YouTube channel where we drop dope new content every single Thursday. So if you haven't done so already, I need you to make sure that you hit that subscribe button and be sure to tap that bell so you don't miss any of our episodes, alright? So it's one of my most favorite times of the year, y'all. It's fall! Yes! So it's starting to get a little cooler, which means that it's time to show out with the fall fashion. So we can't say fashion without mentioning our esteemed co-host and guest on our show today, celebrity stylist Mr. Tim Thorn. He's an icon, y'all. He's also known as Paisley 360, so y'all give it up for him. So say hello, Tim.
Hello, everybody.
So Tim, I was just telling Tim a few minutes ago, my closet is bananas because, like, what do you do when you have a fashion legend come into your house? This is crazy. So many of you probably know who Tim is, but if you don't, you will now. So Tim was referenced in the October 2017 issue of GQ magazine for his incredible work with Career Gear Houston fashion shows. He was also he's also worked with noted public figures like Tammy Roman, Al Rucker, Janae Fishback, that's how we and you met, Stedman Graham, Donnie McClurkin, Bruce Johnson, Casey Champagne, Keon Henderson, and several others. So he's also been featured in New York Fashion Week in 2018? And you've been on several media appearances such as Great Day Houston with Deborah Duncan. You've been with the City of Houston with Darian Ward. And you've also hosted your own internet blog radio show, right? Okay. Tell us about that.
It was me and Jade Gold.
Okay.
And we talked about fashion and fitness.
Okay.
So she's really big into fitness. She has the body to do fashion.
Okay.
And so I did a lot of the fashion. I would do commentaries from some of the award shows. You know, who wore it best,
okay,
or what were you wearing, that kind of thing. So
okay. And so you were also the coordinator for the 2016 Houston Black Heritage Music and Arts Festival.
And yes, and also this year, 2020, it was in March of this year, and
wow.
I think the headliner that this year was.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he is amazing. So Tim and I pretty much met at the Houston Career Gear Fashion Show back in like 2014.
Was it that long ago?
Yeah, it was that long ago. And I'm just to put a picture up there, child. I looked at that picture the other day. Baby, I was meat and potatoes. Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm still big, you know, but oh my goodness. I said, what was I thinking? But yeah, so that's how you and I met. And from the moment that I met you, I was just like enamored, like, oh my God, this guy is just so amazing. And so you put all of that together. I had an opportunity to meet you and take a picture on the red carpet that night. And you were like, just smile for the camera. Like whenever you see a picture that I put up, he was like, just smile for the camera. You know, it was so dope. So on this show, we like to inspire and educate people. So I really wanted them to know the other side of you. I wanted them to know the fashion, of course, because you are rocking it with the fashion. But I also wanted them to know you as a human being because he is a remarkable, just human being and a remarkable person. He has a phenomenal story, guys.
I'm just regular.
He ain't regular.
I'm just a regular little small town boy from Houston, Texas, 5th Ward. The nickel.
The nickel. So I want you to tell them how you transition from education, because, you know, it's kind of funny. On all of these different shows, whenever I'm interviewing people, we both come from similar backgrounds. We both are in education in some way or form, and we both are in the arts or in the fashion industry. So tell us how you went from that and you took that leap into the fashion industry.
Well, I've always loved fashion, and so I wanted to do something else with my life. Teaching is great. Working in education is great. I had an incredible career. I was the vocational coordinator for high schoolers. And that job was basically helping seniors find jobs. And then also freshmen through 11th grade, giving them job readiness skills.
Okay.
And this was for special population kids. And I was working at an incredible school, Barbara Jordan High School for Careers. So the whole school was based on careers. It was a magnet school.
Okay.
So yada, yada, yada. But what people really, really don't know, a lot of people really don't know about me. Some people know, but what a lot of people really don't know about me is that I am a certified sign language interpreter.
What? See, you heard it here first on our show.
You heard it here first. Yes, and to add to that, I am the first black male in the state of Texas to be certified as a sign language interpreter.
Oh my goodness.
And people that know that that's what I do, they would ask me, why aren't you interpreting for the mayor of Houston and yada yada. And I did, tell one of his assistants, and he's seen me interpret as well at a couple of events, but it never connected. And
Okay.
I don't have
No shameless plugs.
Yeah. So I don't have any problems. So you don't have to call the City of Houston office and say, hey, you need to get Tim. No, I'm not trying to be doing all of that. Okay.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So that's just a little something for your show today.
Okay. All right. Give me all of those nuggets. I'm here for it. I am here for it.
Right. So I was working in education, and then I decided that I wanted to do something more to my life. I've always loved fashion.
Yeah.
I've always loved fashion. I was that kid in middle school who wore like the craziest stuff. And I remember one of my teachers in middle school said to me, like, your mom let you come to school looking like this? It's like, yeah, so what's wrong with it? And it was all because no other kid in the whole on the whole planet would come to school looking like I did. I looked like I was supposed to be on the New York runway.
Oh my God.
It was because I think that time I wore like a long sleeveless vest, and I had some wide flare leg pants. I looked just like I came out of the 60s.
Oh my
just
God.
everything. But anyway, so I've always loved fashion. Now, growing up, I didn't have the money to buy the stuff that I saw or I wanted, but I tried to make it work, and I ended up meeting, connected with one of my neighbors, and we started going thrift shopping, thrift store shopping, and so that allowed me to do a whole bunch of stuff. Because with thrift store, you have a lot of vintage pieces, and I love to this day. When you see the new collection that I'm putting together, it's so vintage inspired because I'm doing like flare leg pant.
Oh, yeah. So everybody's going away from the skinnies. Is that what I'm?
Yeah, they're already doing that in Europe.
Okay.
In the U.S., it just takes us so much longer because we are so molded, meaning we're in a mold and we're in a box, to where we don't get out of the box as often. Because if you notice with America, if a man shows up in a red suit in an event, he would just really, really stand out.
Yeah.
Because the basic colors here in America are gray, blue, and black.
That's it.
So that's a whole nother conversation when it comes to standing out, because I don't have an issue with looking different.
Yeah.
And I like to be different.
Yeah.
So I stopped working in education, and I started my business, Paisley 360.
Okay.
And Paisley 360, I started out as just doing styling, just styling people. Now, when I first started out, I had no business cards, no website, nothing. But I knew that if I look like I was somebody, stylist, then maybe that will draw business, because it's visual. And it worked.
Wow.
It worked because my very first client was a millionaire, and that's like almost unheard of. I mean, most stylists dream to have a wealthy person to be able to style.
So tell us about the styling. And what that actually means, because some people may think that you just go out there and you find someone that you just go and you buy clothes for,
right?
And like it's a whole
that's a
science.
Personal shopper.
Yeah, it's a whole science into being a stylist.
It is, and one of the things, and that is such an incredible question, because I see a lot of folk that say that they're stylists and they don't know how to take measurements. They don't know body shapes, because some people, it's very hard to find two people with the exact same body shape.
That is key.
And when you're working, like, say, with athletes, they're different, because basketball players are different from football players. Football players are different from soccer players. Soccer players are some of the best people to style, because they don't have super bulky portions to their body.
Okay.
A football player, the biceps may be big, the chest may be big, the legs may be. If you're running back, your thighs are going to be big.
But the legs at the bottom is going to be little.
With most of them, yeah. And then their waist is normally going to be kind of tiny too. With basketball players, they're just tall and they're very broad. So baseball players tend to have very thick thighs and calves. So it's all over the place. Wow. But if you just we want to go out and buy clothes, and you want to go to Zara or you want to go to Nordstrom, it's like, that won't work for LeBron James or even for Cam Newton. And if you've ever watched like the ESPY Awards, where it's the sports Grammys, you will see a lot of those players do not have a stylist.
Okay.
They did not hire one. And they think that you can just go to Nordstrom's, or you can go to Macy's or Gucci or whatever and get stuff off. That stuff off the rack don't fit them. And they look a hot mess. And I'm saying that. Some of them, the ones that don't have a stylist, a real stylist.
Y'all need to hit my boy up, okay, if y'all don't have a stylist.
Okay. And I think, Eugene, too, we need to throw this in here too. A lot of people think if you try to hit up a stylist that it's going to be an exorbitant price or fee that they have. Now, some do. It all depends on what they've done. But I think really, really good stylists are going for, they'll give you a package deal, so to speak. Like if you say, I only have, $1,000, what can you give me for that? You can get that package deal, and believe it or not, you will probably get more than you ever expected.
Wow.
Because a lot of people need help, and they know that if they get a stylist, but in the back of their mind, they're thinking I can't afford one.
Yeah.
But if you just ask, because a lot of us that are out here will do stuff at a minimal fee.
So basically, if somebody comes up to you and they say, hey, I got a budget of $700, what kind of look can you give me with $700? Is this going to be just like one outfit, or is this going to be like something that you can teach them and they can kind of incorporate into like their everyday wardrobe?
Well, that goes with a consultation to see what it is that they really are looking for. You got $700, but what is it that you're looking for? Are you looking to start over? Are you looking for a makeover? Are you looking for a continuation? Or are you looking to bump up what you want to do? Because that depends on how much you can buy. Because if you say, well, I already have a really good style, but I just need a stylist to take me to that next level. Yeah. Well, that next level costs a little bit more. Not so much for the stylist's fee, but for the items that you want. Yeah. And I don't believe in buying cheap stuff because it's a waste of money to me.
Well, and we're going to be talking about some of this online. Because I bought some cheap stuff, y'all.
Okay. But look, there's a difference between being cheap and stuff you got a deal on sale.
Oh, yeah.
That's two different things. Because if anybody, people that know me, they know that I am probably like the king of bargain shopping. Because I get a lot of emails from retailers to let me know, and sometimes it's a lot of insider stuff. Let me know this is the sale that's going on or whatever. Sometimes when I get in the store, I may say, well, is there additional cost, a fee off of this or whatever? If they know what you do, they'll say, yeah, we'll give you an extra this or whatever to go in there. Because you are constantly in there. Like, for example, at the Houston Galleria, For those of you that are in Houston, you know what I'm talking about. Those that have visited Houston, you probably know what I'm talking about. But the Houston Galleria is like our premier shopping center, where you will find quite a few of the high-end stores. Now, for the Houston people that don't know, they have another section called the River Oaks District.
Okay.
That was supposed to mimic Rodeo Drive in L.A. And that's where you would have the Dior, because some of the stores moved out of the Galleria and moved to River Oaks District.
See.
So that's where Tom Ford was, but he's no longer there. Dior, Tiffany's, and those places are over in the River Oaks District.
See, child, when we went to LA, let me tell you about my LA experience. Do you know you have to have an appointment to get into these stores?
Yeah.
That is insane to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes you could be on the appointment list for weeks or months to get into the store to actually go shop.
And when you think about it, think about this. You have to look at it from a retail point of view. The retail point of view is that a lot of the stuff in there is like one of a kind. And you have, in LA, you have people that are very, 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 very wealthy. Wealthy. And they are, they're very visible in terms of, their face being splattered around the world. And so if Eugene Bernard, was like this incredible, you're on the same level with like Denzel Washington and John Legend and people like that. So, people, you're always out. People see you. Well, you don't want to have the same thing that Tim Thorn from Houston, it's like, Tim got that same, like, that just cannot happen. And women know what I'm talking about. Can I get an amen from the women? Because women know what I'm talking about, that a woman would never want to show up at an event and another woman has on the exact same dress.
I know, we see that on the shows, like who wore it best.
My first client who I set was a millionaire. He told me, he said, you need to be exclusive. And basically what he was saying, I just need you to work for me and me only.
Okay.
Me and me alone.
So can you go into some details? I'm going to ask you, Tim. You got to give us the scoop.
Oof. Okay.
Come on, give us the scoop. Who was it?
All right. So let me... I can't tell you who it is, but I will tell you a couple of little things that happened.
Okay.
For those of you that may be a stylist or consider to be a stylist, when you're working with high-end clients, high-profile clients, celebrities, and you're really good at what you do, many times they would want you to be exclusively to them, especially wealthy clients, because they want all of you. They want all that you can offer, right?
Yeah.
And so that's the way this client ended up. And I was brand new in the business, right? This was my very first client. I was brand new.
I cannot imagine.
And for me, starting out as a stylist, I just wanted to be able to style everybody in the world. I didn't want to be like for one person.
Yeah.
And that's what it started rolling into, to just being only for that person.
But I mean, I'm sure it was worth it. I mean, can you go into detail about like what they actually looked for? Like what was that aha moment when you said, "Oh my gosh, like I did not expect all of this"?
Okay, it was when he found out that I had decorating skills.
Okay.
Where I can do home decoration and staging and stuff like that. And so he was like, I'm looking to buy this $5 million home in Memorial. And Memorial is one of the highest zip codes in the city of Houston. If y'all know anything about Texas, it's oil and gas. So $5 million house in Houston is amazing. Okay?
All about that coin.
Right. Exactly. So he takes me over to the house for me to see the house. And this is what he says to me. He says, anywhere in the world you need to get any piece for this house, you have the freedom to do it.
Wow.
He did not want stuff to come from... Noel is a very exclusive store here in Houston. It's one of the top furniture and home furnishing and furniture stores here in Houston. That's where you find a lot of the big wigs will go to Noel. He's like, I don't want anything from there. Because Noel goes there and the salesman will say, Mr. So-and-so's decorator was in here and they bought this because that will maybe sell or whatever, you know. So he was like, I don't want anything because I don't want nobody in this city to know what I got in my house. So he's like, anywhere in the world. And I told him, I said, well, you know, you can get some of the finest linens from Italy, from Rome and from Sicily and blah, blah, blah. He was like, I don't care. Like, if you need to go there and get it. Wow. Let me give you one more example. He had 2 children. And he was like, okay, we want to go. I want to take the kids to Disneyland, but we're going to go and spend a week in Hawaii. And he knew the person that knew Oprah, where Oprah's house was, and this person owned a house near Oprah that he rents out for, you know, Airbnb, right? And he was like, that's the house that we're going to get from, you know, this one that's not far from Oprah. And the way he set everything set up was, I would have to buy all of their stuff, underwear, clothing, toothbrushes, and all of that. And I take them to Hawaii a couple of days before they do.
So you had to go and buy the stuff. You had to fly out to Hawaii, have everything set up. They come in, and, you know, him and the kids, and they enjoy everything, blah, blah, blah. And then so that he wanted to take them from Hawaii to Disney World in Florida. I have to leave Hawaii, fly to Disney, to Florida, to Orlando, and buy all new clothes because they don't travel with any of the stuff. He's like, you have to find a place wherever we are and leave all of that stuff, all the clothes, everything, because we're not using any of that stuff in the next place. Oh my!
That's when you have money. And I didn't know that, y'all. I did not know that. I really didn't. I was so like green. But there were very, very, very nice clothes though. Because again, he was one of those ones, he didn't, you know, you couldn't do no cheap stuff with him. But you know, you couldn't go to like Macy's. He wouldn't do that kind of stuff. So it was basically like Jack and Jill, and, you know, for the girl, and you know, Nordstrom's was probably the lowest you could go. It had to be from Nordstrom's up, right? So anyway, I did not know that people live like that until I started talking to other stylists and wealthy people, and it's just like, yeah. I don't know if you remember, if you've ever gone to school with like college with like wealthy kids. Many of them did not know how to do laundry, and so especially with some of their clothing, the underwear and stuff like that, they would just throw them away, wear them and throw them away. They never did laundry. So, you know, and they didn't send them,
just wearing your drawers and just go throw them away.
And yeah, they would do that. Like I went to school with kids that would do that. They would just throw them away, but their clothes they would put them in the cleaners. You know, but their underwear they would store it away and just keep buying new underwear because, you know, when you think about it, like you can get a pair of Calvin Klein underwear for like $20, you know, 3-pack or whatever. And when you're wealthy, you have the money to do that, you know. But I'm sure, you know, after a while, their parents would probably like, you know, you're spending a lot of money on this. Let's cut out. Maybe we can do something else. Maybe we can
wash the drawers. I mean, you know,
right. And you know, there's some places where you have people that will do your laundry for you.
It's insane, y'all.
You know?
That is
so
crazy.
Anyway, yeah, that was really crazy. So that was really a learning experience for me. And so from him was when I just kept the MO of being exclusive. I always try to do the absolute best job I could do as a stylist. You know, I mean, like, you know, photo shoots, making sure, like, I literally carry, you know, a bag of stuff. I have like almost anything you could think of, because just in case something may happen, you know. And it's not just a button, but, you know, like having, you know, makeup, having a blow dryer. I mean, whatever it is. So anything they said,
release,
yeah, all of that. You know, that little Clorox pen.
Oh yes.
I mean, yeah, actually having all that because of the fact. And then what happens when you're really good at what you do? It's just like any job. You become what is indispensable.
Yeah.
Is that the right word? Expert. I don't know if that's the right word. Indispensable, to where they're so comfortable and they like what you do. They really don't want you to have, because that happened with my next big client, and I didn't mention. Some people I don't mention. Okay. But my next big client was like that, and I remember he went to this big conference or whatever, and people were saying like, "Man, where did you get that?" He said, "My stylist," and he literally. I just buy it and he wear it. He never asked where I got it from. See, he never asked how much it costs. You know what I'm saying?
That is the lick.
And so when he would tell the people, my stylist got it, and they said, well, where did he get it from? And he was like, I don't know. He wasn't lying. He really did not know because he didn't care. As long as he looked good, he liked what it was, right? And so
he trusts you.
And so he would say people wanted to know who you were, and he just said, well, you know, you can Google him. You know, his name is Tim Thorn. And they would kind of Google or whatever. And so he kind of laughed about it. And I was just like, so are you keeping people from me? And he just like laughed. And he said, yes.
Oh, my God.
Because that's what happens.
Yeah, he wanted you all to himself.
Because they feel exclusive and they want to continue to be exclusive. You know, so that's kind of like the bad side or the downside to it, you know, but it's still a good thing because you're still doing what you do and, you know, making the coins that you want to make or whatever. But sometimes it can kind of limit you because when they get used to you, they don't want you to be with anybody else.
So tell us about GQ. That must have like really took you over the top.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes, it was. I was driving and I get a phone call. And at first I thought it was like for quick minute, I thought it was like kind of fake, and he told me who he was, and then when he mentioned career gear, that's what made me believe, okay, this is real because you just don't call me, and talk about career gear because that's not, you know, a household term, right? Yeah. And so I was like, when I got, he's like, I want to, you know, interview you. He said, if this is not a good time right now, what's a good time to call you back? Because I want to interview you, blah blah blah. And when I got off that phone, of course, I was just like, I was screaming. Oh my God. I can't believe imagine. Like this GQ. Yes. Just, you know, just out of the blue, just like call me, want to know. And they wanted to know because they had seen and heard of this guy. Because, you know, they have another location in New York. And they had seen and heard of this guy. And they wanted to know, who is this guy that's taking these donated clothes and putting together this fashion show that looks just like the stuff comes out of, you know, a department, you know, a big name department store. Like, who is this guy? We want to know, who are you?
So guys,
do something like that.
So that is what Career Gear, the fashion show that I went to, and at this time I was working with the veteran population. So he would take these clothes that were gently used or donated, and then create a fashion show for veterans. So that is how we got connected and how we met. And so this is what was picked up with GQ magazine.
So it was just mind blowing. I mean, because every guy I think that they have a fashion sense or style wants to be in GQ in some kind of way.
Yes, of course. Yeah. That's like, of course.
Right.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So that was one of the highlights of my whole life. You know.
Oh my God. Yeah. So what did that do to the bag? What did that do to your bag? You know, I got to ask y'all. You know, we talk bag talk around here.
It helps and it hurts at the same time, because now people say, "Oh, we really can't afford you."
Oh wow! So they don't even ask.
Don't even ask.
Yeah. And I got you sitting here at my house.
I told you I'm just a little small town
boy. The Lord is good, y'all. He's
small
good.
Town boy.
Ooh, he's good. So, okay. So now we've talked a little bit about, you know, how you came into the game and everything. So I have just a couple of more things that I want to go over, because I do want to do like a little, you know, unboxing here at the house. So I was talking about the cheap clothes. Y'all, now look, I will tell you, I do love a nice, luxurious look. That is my thing. I like clean lines. I like sport coats. I like different pops of color and things like that. One of my favorite colors is black. Even though Iyama says that black is not a color, that is one of my favorite colors.
Black and white are not colors.
See, you learn something new every day. But I love black, and I like grays, and I like these colors here. So it's so ironic. So I found these clothes on BoohooMAN.com. Now, by no means am I endorsing them because this is not a video that is sponsored by BoohooMAN. But shout out to BoohooMAN if y'all want to have me as an influencer. You definitely can. Shameless plug. So we got some clothes here. They did not cost much, and I want to see, what you think about them. Okay.
I'm liking what I've seen so far.
So far, okay. So we got, and I like the plaids and everything, and that's another thing too, y'all. So I get my fashion sense. I grew up, y'all. I'm just gonna be, y'all know I keeps it real with y'all. I grew up with primarily women, my aunts and my grandma, and my mom. Like they were all into fashion. All of them. And so, my grandmother used to always say, once you find a good deal, you buy them all, okay, in every color. So you see a lot of these things are kind of the same patterns. But I'm going to show you, I'm going to open them up and show you what they look like. So I like the colors. The things that attracted me to these particular pants is the colors. So, and don't judge me. Y'all talking about, don't be holding it up, child. Put it up to the thing and look like some curtains. They big. So these are a nice short. I'm going to put these on, I'm going to do some videos and put some B-rolls on there so you guys can see them. But I love these shorts. And I really like the piping down the side, that strip. So I'm seeing that come back. This was a hot thing back in gosh, I was probably in 6th grade when the little tape was down the side of the pants. It's been back.
Stripes down the side. It's everything.
Yeah, I love it. I'm obsessed with it. So I'm gonna try these on. I'm gonna show y'all what these actually look like. But I do like high end, nice luxury stuff. But everything is not luxury because everything I can't fit. And the material. Feel this material.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I could look at it and tell.
Yeah, that's good material.
This is very nice. It's a nice stretch knit.
Yes.
And I'm looking at how the seams are. These are very well made.
See? Look at me, y'all. I'm giving y'all the fashion plug. So, y'all, I figure I could rock this with a, nice little black shirt, maybe some loafers or something, with this hat, because this hat actually matches. Now, I didn't buy this hat with this outfit, but it does match, So I was like, and it's almost a perfect match. Don't you think?
Right, it is.
God, won't he do it? Hey.
Every time.
So, because I like those so much, I found the pants in these. And so they are a jogger style. Yes. Come through jogger. Now, you know what I would actually do with this, Tim? I would probably, even though it's a jogger and it has the stretchy material, I might even wear this with a sport coat. Yeah, and with some loafers.
Yeah.
But these were, I think, $19. And they're big boy sizes, okay? Because, sometimes you order your clothes online, they come in, you get them, and they be this big, and they're supposed to be like an 8X. These are actually, we're going to try them on and see how they fit and everything, but I know I can fit this. But, yeah, so loved it.
I love it.
Nice, cute colors and everything. And so the other thing that I have here is a pair of swim trunks because, I really couldn't go swimming this summer with COVID and everything. But I'm coming out for you boys next year. So I got these for $6. I just love the colors, y'all. This is my favorite color. But the thing that I really like about them is this little, this little white piece on here. It's got the man official on there. I'm going to be rocking this. And I don't go topless or shirtless in the pool. So I'll have me a little black tank on, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just something to luxuriate in. So what do you think about this, Tim? Am I on the right track?
I love it. And I love the price point.
The price point is amazing, ain't they?
The quality is good. And see, that's the thing when you're people well, I know quality because I can feel it. Well, technology has improved such that they make polyesters feel like silk now because of technology, and they really are made well. I mean, feel well. But when you look at how the stitching, that's what I like to look at to see how well it's stitched, because it depends on what quality of machine that you have in those factories to stitch stuff together, and whether or not when you put it on, is it going to be ripping, is it going to be splitting,
and we can't have that with the big boys, okay? Because
you can't have that with the little boys.
You don't want to be in something that is ripping and splitting and all of that stuff.
No.
So yes, I have to buy something that is a little bit more quality.
This is very, very good quality.
$6, y'all. Y'all can't beat that. Now, Tim, I got something else for you. Okay. Now, I was kind of scared to bring these out. I'm kind of scared to bring them out.
He say he's scared, but then he got this Gucci and this Louis Vuitton bag sitting up under the table, bothering me.
It's bothering you. Now, I tell y'all, like, for real, like, I do not buy. Yeah, I'm balling on the budget, honey. I got a wife and a child to take care of, so I cannot be just balling out of control like that. But like I also said, for real, like the designers and stuff, y'all, I'm gonna put that out there. Y'all don't be making stuff for the big boys. Mm-hmm. They don't be making it for us. So like the high end fashions and all of that stuff, like I have to really search high and low to get something. So you might see me with like a designer bag or something like that because I ain't got a fit in it. But but I'll rock the accessories and things like that, or I'll add like a LV, lapel pin, or my little Gucci brooches and stuff. Because I can't fit the clothes, so I might as well just go ahead and hook it up like that. But this is something that I am y'all. When I seen these, I say, let me just try it, Lord. Let me try it. Now, I don't want no judgment out of y'all, and this ain't no trash bag. But y'all, these are some faux leather pants that I'm supposed to be rocking in the winter. Okay. And they tapered at the bottom.
Okay.
Oh, I'm supposed to rock this leather. I'm going to rock it.
Okay.
Okay. So, yes, I cannot wait to post the pictures and stuff because these are the things that, we really don't talk about. Now, I don't know if it's like let's see. You touch it and you see, okay? I don't know if it's going to last that long. It might get one good wear out of it, but I'm going to wear them, okay? Right. And I'm going to post as many pictures as I possibly can. Right. So y'all can see me in these leather pants. But that's something that the big boys will not do, child. They ain't going to try to wear no leather pants or nothing. But that is one thing about me. I have always just kind of did my own thing and rocked what I wanted to rock. If I liked it, then I was going to rock it. And didn't think anything else about it. So, so that is some of the little unboxings of things that I wanted to show you. And with these, I was scared, so I got them in a bigger size. We're going to have to try them on and see how they go, though.
Right. Yeah. It's a nice material. Uh-huh. And this is what I was saying, how with technology. Uh-huh. Because real leather does not stretch.
And see, they are stretch material, and they also have faux leather. They also have on the inside of it. You would think like this is going to be so hot, it's going to be sticking to me, but with this type of material, it will not stick to your legs and stuff. Because I always remember that episode of Friends. You remember when what's his name bought them leather pants and he had to put some powder on it to get them out.
Are you hot?
No.
Okay, must just be me then. That was just the pants on the couch. Hey, do you mind if I use your bathroom?
Oh, go ahead.
Thanks.
This is really like a nylon, so it's a mixture so that they can fit well.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna be by no means tucking nothing in. I'm probably gonna have like a really oversized shirt that I'll put on this, but just to see that that different texture with like the outfit, I think that's gonna be really popping.
Many of you probably may know Chad Ochocinco.
Yes,
he played for several teams in the NFL. He was a wide receiver. Well, I'm using him as one example, okay? Chad would go to Claire Boutique in the mall, where all the teenage girls.
Claire's.
Claire's. Where they have, the fake jewelry or some of it wasn't fake, but a lot of it, the big, glass earrings or whatever, that studs that look like, they were, 5 carat, 10 carat or whatever. They would have a lot of stuff like that in clay. Yeah. That's where Chad would go and get his.
Really?
And when Chad put it on, people was like, oh my God, like, look at those. Look at that rock he got on.
See?
And had no clue that he went up there and paid like $15, $20 for him. But because of who he was and the amount of money, it's like, who gonna check me, boo? And so you can put something like that on and add a couple of other pieces with it, and nobody would know that they cost the price that they cost, and and that they're not real leather, because when they're on you, it's kind of like, who's gonna just walk up to you and just touch it?
Oh, people will try it. Oh, they will try it. They will try it. Oh,
wow.
Oh yeah, they will try it.
Wow.
They will try it. But let them run up.
Okay.
But no, you are absolutely right. And people are always talking about, well, and this is like a backhanded compliment. Oh, you dress really nice for a big guy, And I had on my last show about the fat shoes and stuff. Like, I don't wear the fat shoes. I have a very distinct look, and I go with things that work for me and my body. And then, some of the things, like the fact that I have smaller legs, so I will taper my legs of my jeans and my things like that, so that it will fit closer to me and it'll look, custom. Right. So it doesn't matter how much you pay for your stuff. Yes, of course, sometimes you want the quality. You don't want to be busting out of your clothes and things like that. But it also goes into how you make it look. I mean, you could be rocking a $5,000 outfit and it still look like it came from Kmart because you don't know how to rock it. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Many, many, many times.
Yeah.
It's like, what? You paid that much? You need to take that back because it doesn't work. But now you said something too that I thought was really interesting, which is very important. I think for you and I both, like, you are a thick guy. I'm slightly thin, slightly. This corona has snuck up on a few of us.
Oh my
but anyway.
Goodness.
I probably spend just as much money on alterations as you do.
Really?
Yeah, because I have long arms, I have long legs.
And see, that's what people don't get. Like, for real. Like, sometimes you'll buy clothes or whatever. They may fit in the midsection for the big boys, but they're going to be so big. Now, I got this story. So I had this lady that do my alterations. So when I first met her, she was very outspoken, little Asian lady over here. And so I bring my pants in there, and she was like, I said, I need you to make them skinny. And she says, no, too much material. It's going to look funny. I say, look, I didn't pay you for that. I just paid you to make these pants skinny. Like, I know it's going to be a lot of material that you're cutting off, but trust me, my legs ain't that big as they are up here at the top. I even taper my, like, sweatpants and stuff, too. Yeah. So that they'll look, a certain way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I thought that I was crazy. People,
no.
My wife be looking at me like, you doing way too much.
No. You can, I taper, like, I have a factory over in Beijing, China. Oh, and those of you who have followed me, I'm always over in China.
See, now wait a minute. Where's my spray? Well, I'm supposed to open this.
Well, yeah.
When the last time you been to China?
I was in China in January before the
Rona. Okay,
right.
We good then. We good.
Right.
Sit up here and talk.
So anyway, I made this coat, this black overcoat, and sometimes when your body changes or whatever, you may have to take it in a little bit.
Speaking of dressing, right? So we have this event that's going to be coming up, y'all. And so let me tell you how this stuff kind of just popped up. I post my pictures and everything on social media so you guys see that. And so I'm always tagging like big and tall fashion. Well, I was invited to a So Classic Gents event that's going to be happening in March of 2021. All the big boys is going to be coming from around the world to join us, and we're going to have like this huge fashion shoot and everything. So I'm really excited to see some of my influencers, the fellow influencers that are out there. So I hope, are you going to be coming out there? I need to give you the information. information.
Yeah, you need to give me information because you mentioned Irvin. I work for him.
Shut your mouth wide open and keep on talking.
Yeah. Irvin started, and that's what I was going to tell you. Like, Irvin started this group called the Silver Fox Squad.
Yes, I've seen them.
If you've seen them, you should have seen my name. It says Stylist, Paisley 360.
I did not see that, but I see them, and I see it's another guy that's out of Dallas.
He's out of Fort Worth, Raymond Long.
Yes.
Yes. Well, I started him into fashion.
He is killing the game, I'm telling you. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Shout out. Yeah. Shout out.
So, for all of you guys, my news is we're leaving this coming Friday, going to Chicago with the Silver Fox Squad. We're doing a photo shoot and fashion show in Chicago. And so when we finish with this shoot in Chicago, y'all will definitely know it because you're going to see it everywhere. Not just on social media. You're going to see everywhere. You're going to see Paisley 360 in a big way.
So am I sensing that you're giving me an exclusive here?
This is an exclusive. Yes.
Y'all heard it here first on the Eugene B Show. Can you give us a shout out whenever you're doing this global stuff? Because we need some followers up here. We need our show to grow, y'all. Yeah. So this is huge.
This is huge. This is very huge.
So what platforms are we going to be able to see this on other than social media?
Well, look to see Oprah saying something about it. All of your bigwigs, Tamron Hall.
Ooh, Tamron, my girl.
LeBron James, and he has 72 million followers on Instagram.
LeBron, just go ahead and just like my video and share it. Just share it.
So yeah, you guys are definitely going to see after this Chicago shoot. You will definitely know who the Silver Fox Squad is.
Oh my God. And y'all heard it here first on the Eugene B Show on this platform. We doing some amazing things here. Yeah. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, we're already at like 50 minutes. And so we try to keep our shows down to at least, I said 10 to 15. But when I have great guests like you, I'm going to give you all the time that you need. Okay. So is there anything else that you want to share with our followers, that are watching the show, just to kind of tag you where they can find your content and all that good stuff?
With the content, you can, I have to create another Facebook page because I can't add any more people. But it'll be good if you follow me on Instagram because I'm beginning to kind of do a little bit more with my Instagram because, I'm here and there. I may post a picture this month. You may not see me no more until Christmas or whatever. So I'm trying to be a little bit better, okay? But Instagram is a good way to follow me. And you can follow me with Paisley 360. That's all you need to know is Paisley, the numbers 360. And you can follow me that way. I have a website, and I'm still working on it. So if there are any website people out there, I need to tweak it a little bit because it needs that right now.
Yes.
And so those are ways to find me. I'm always trying to do something new, creative. I've been doing a lot of T-shirts.
Okay.
T-shirt concepts. So if there's any out there that you like, and after Chicago, you're going to see the biggest thing that I have produced so far to this point. You'll see it on the Silver Fox Squad.
Oh my gosh. So how can we follow the Silver? Do they have like another Instagram?
They actually have an Instagram called the Silver Fox Squad.
Okay.
I think it's like a fan page kind of thing.
Yeah.
If you type it in, it should come up.
Okay.
It was just created when we did the shoot in Baltimore in July.
Oh my
so you should see that. And then from there, you can follow any of the guys.
Because I follow them individually.
Yeah.
And then like I'm starting to see that they'll post pictures and stuff together, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So then, so definitely we got to go out and show some support and some love because they are killing it. I promise you. Irvin Randall inspires me so much. Like when I saw him first come out a couple of years ago, I was like, OMG, that is what I want to look like whenever I get to be a silver fox. I
Right.
still want to have that same swag. I want to, still have that youthful appearance. And
Right.
that you just live in life. Just because you get a little bit older don't mean that you
Right.
got to start wearing Dockers and stuff. No shade to
Right.
Dockers. But,
Right.
you don't have to look like you're old. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably going to
Right.
still look like this when I'm 70-something years old.
Right, and that's the vision of the Silver Fox Squad, is that if you are an older gentleman, and I like to always say mature, if you are a mature gentleman, you don't have to, like you said, walk around and look like, like somebody just threw you away and nobody cares about you. That you literally can fix yourself up, groom your beard if you have one, or keep your face moisturized, using toner, and wearing clothes that actually fit and complement your body at whatever age. Because the Silver Fox Squad are a group of mature men. They're 50s. They're like 50 and up. And so it's just to inspire, to let other guys know that, this is what you can achieve.
Yes, definitely.
You can actually have this look. And it's a video that I did recently with Irvin Randall, and we actually did, I put him in a couple of pieces that I designed.
Okay.
So, and I know you guys...
We'll go ahead and we'll put the video on.
When she walk through the mall, they be turning their heads. When she puts on a dress, you know she knocking them dead. As fine as God can make them. And whenever she dance, she never misses a beat. I'm holding on to her hand, she knows that I never leave. I'm lost in her vibration. After all this time, it just gets better, just gets better. Believe when I say that you can have mansions and phantoms, but ain't no woman that can wax. You can have rollies and trophies, but ain't no woman that can wax. You can have models, hit the lotto, but ain't no woman that can wax. You can have everything you've ever seen, but ain't no woman that can wax. She can have what she wants and put it all in her bag. I like the way that she flows, she gotta work what she has. There ain't no competition.
And I just thank you guys so much for supporting and just to be here to see this movement. I share on this show all the time that I am late to the party when it comes to YouTube, so I'm learning all of this stuff now. But it has been a remarkable experience. Like in the past couple of weeks that we've launched this, because I have to be organized and drop my stuff on a certain day and all this stuff, it has grown significantly. Like the followers and the amounts of views that we're getting are incredible. So I like to infuse, as you guys know, I'm an educator and I like fashion and I'm an actor and all this good stuff. So I like to infuse all those things together just to kind of take you on a day in the life of what I experience. And having dope people like you on my show is amazing. He's even in my opening credits. So if y'all don't, I'm gonna put a little B-roll on there. He's actually in the opening credits of my show. So I just thank you and appreciate you for driving all the way out here.
Yes, all the way. All the way.
People be talking about the amount of time that they get out here to my say I gotta go through bridges and everything.
So yeah,
else.
we need to hurry up and end this this YouTube video.
Yes.
Because Eyes is hungry.
Okay, we gotta go eat. We going to go eat, okay? And then we gonna post this a little bit later. But we thank y'all for watching. We love y'all to pieces. Alright, tell them peace.
Peace.
Alright.
It's just somebody's fat boy swag. Swag, 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 swag.